Oh, hello, guys. Just wanted to come on. My name is Huang. I'm an occupational therapist and certified hand therapist. I don't know why thought it would take me a few more minutes before I got on. Just wanted to come on and say hello, see how everyone's doing. I've been kind of feeling like talking about this new quote unquote new phenomenon of quiet quitting. So if you're here and you're watching, I would love to hear like what you think about that. Are you quiet quitting? What's up with that? Cheers. It's Monday. It's 6:30 Eastern Standard Time, and I just thought I'd pop on and say hello, see what's going on with everybody. It hasn't rained in the late afternoon, so I thought I'd take a moment to sit outside because it's been really rainy. But yeah, I just wanted to come on and say hello, see what's up with everybody. Because I've been hearing about this quiet quitting, and it just made me think about kind of like my journey. What was old is new again. What is old is new again. Seriously, as my daughter buys these 90s, types of pants, and the crop top was huge back in the day, and now, things just always kind of come back around. It's so funny. So yeah, I just wanted to, here, if you're watching this live, say hello, come on, tell me your name and where you're from, and are you quiet quitting? If you're watching this on replay, I'd love to hear the same thing. Play along. I think I remember, if I'm hearing this correctly, it's just like when you almost like in a way burnt out. It's just another form of saying you're kind of burnt out, not really loving your job, but you're still going to do it because let's face it, we all need money. We all need that paycheck, that salary. And it just reminded me of when I was first out of school. I think it happened a couple of times for me, and correct me if I'm wrong if it's happened to you, this quiet quitting. But I think I was in acute care, and I had worked there for a while. To me, it was like a while, but relatively speaking, it was no time at all. But I was there, and I think it was like at the very beginning, or just like that first year after I learned a lot of stuff, I just started to get really bored with, I guess, the kind of patients I was seeing, or maybe the kind of attitudes that I was getting from like the team members, whether it be, oh, you're just an OT, or, PTs can do this better, or like the nurses or the doctors not really appreciating you, that kind of stuff. And so you start to, in a way, give up a little bit because, even when I was working in acute care, I was really interested in doing hands, and I just didn't see the opportunity. So slowly but surely, it was kind of like losing my way. And then something new and interesting would come up and perk me right up. So I would love to hear what, this quiet quitting means for you, and if that's something you're going through. As I reflect back, I think about it more as a, in a way, I was bored. So I wonder, are you kind of bored in your career? Because what it tells me is, like, not just what it tells me, but what it means to me is when I was quiet quitting, or if you were quiet quitting, like, it hurts you more than it hurts where you're working, right? So I felt like when I was doing it, it was stemming from something that was happening with me. Like, I was bored at the position, or I was not getting some kind of feeling like I was progressing. And I think that's so important in our lives as human beings, to have a feeling of like, hey, we're progressing somewhere. Hey, we're doing something that provides us meaning, that gives us energy, that gives us fulfillment. So, I remember back then it was happening to me, and it was most likely because I was feeling bored. I was feeling like I wasn't going anywhere in my career. And I would encourage you, if you are feeling that way, it never hurts to look around. It never hurts to put your resume together. I remember I did that. I would put my resume together and I started looking for different positions. And I would send out feelers and I would just put it out there and let me see what I could see. And when I would get a call back, I would go and explore the opportunity. Sometimes exploring the opportunity can give you that little like puff of energy and almost like a renewal, because what it helped me realize was I really did like where I was working. At that time I was working for a big hospital, and I was looking at moving from one hospital to another hospital, and it made me really analyze like what's really actually great about my job. And it made me want to stay versus want to leave. Now, you might have a different reason why, like, I'm ready to go. So, but at least it gives you an opportunity, and at least it is kind of like letting you get out there and do something, which I think sometimes can help. So I'm a big fan of having choices in your career. I often talk about that a lot. Sometimes if you're looking for new opportunities, just having those choices to say yes or no can sometimes mean a lot. Like, so I was offered the position, but I didn't like how vague it was, in the sense that they couldn't really tell me what they were bringing me in for. They were like, yeah, let's just play it by ear. And I was kind of like, I have a great job. When I thought about it, I was like, I have a really great position. I have a great job. I work with good people. I mean, not every day is like the best day ever, but in the overall scheme of things, I had really nice position. I had an opportunity to grow as long as I kept working on myself, working on my skills, and also having a certain amount of patience. And that really helped me. It actually helped me. And it took me, I think, another year before I propelled into an outpatient hand therapy position. And I think if I was in a rush and didn't put a lot of thought and intention into it, might have, moved into a position just because I was bored, And once that kind of episode passed and I could look and say, oh, this is a good job, then I started getting great cases coming through the acute care. So yeah, I just think if you are like kind of fed up somewhere, kind of think about it. Oh, thank you. Love your work. Really helps me as an associate. Perfect. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you. So yeah, I was thinking about it all day, and I thought, hey, I'd come out and say hello, see what you guys are looking for, see what's on your mind. Quiet quitting is something that I see, and I don't think it's that different from that whole idea of burnout. And I think that one of the things where these things happen to us is because our expectations are up here and our reality might be down here. So when we have a better match of them, we'll be in a better, happier, content place. But that's my story, and hopefully me sharing my story with you will help you kind of put things in perspective, or maybe give you that little boost to say, hey, maybe I will get my resume together. Maybe I will apply for different positions just to say, what if, right? The great thing is that you can always say no. I think that's the greatest thing. It's like, if you have a really great job, you can always say no to the new opportunity. My second came from, I wasn't quiet quitting. I think the universe just kind of knew I was looking, but I was in between quitting the job and just starting my own thing, or just staying in my position and be happy. I had a decision, I had a choice to make, and all of a sudden I was flooded with opportunities. Things were shifting in my area, people were moving around, and jobs became open, positions became open. And I said, you know what, if I'm going to move and if I'm going to make the move to going out on my own, this might be a little bit of a stepping stone for me. Because when you're really comfortable and you're really happy sometimes, but you're bored, that position doesn't kind of allow you to take risks because you're just so comfortable, just so happy. So getting myself into an uncomfortable position, like a new position, really, I knew what I was doing. Like from a skill standpoint, I knew how to treat. Like I have really good time management, so I wasn't scared about the volume. So coming from like I can see 8 to 10, 12 at the most in one setting. I went to a setting where I was seeing like 22 patients a day, and that didn't really scare me because I was looking for a very particular type of experience, and I got it. And it was a thing that propelled me to essentially go out on my own and eventually to start Hand Therapy Secrets. So, everything is a process, and I think if you take a moment to really think about it and think about what you want, it can help you to make the best decisions about what you can do for your career. Because quiet quitting doesn't hurt anyone but you. If you quit and you quit quietly, you're essentially the only one that suffers. You suffer in the lack of growth. You suffer in the lack of progress. You make decisions that actually don't move you forward. So, I don't know. That's my take on it. Would love to hear if you're watching now, if you're watching back on the replay. I would love to, and you can just slide into my DM if you don't want to say anything publicly. That's okay too. I'd love to have your take on what that is and kind of if you're doing or not doing it. I'd just kind of curious, because I'm going to be going to 2 conferences in the next 2 months, and I will let you guys know what they are. So maybe we can meet in person, maybe we can get together and have a drink somewhere, maybe we can meet at those conferences. So yeah, all right, I just wanted to come on and say hi. And also thank you to all the new people following me here on Instagram. I really appreciate it. I hope to always continually put out content and share my ideas and insights that can help you in your career. And if you want to watch more long form videos, go check out my YouTube channel, Hand Therapy Secrets. We're putting up videos weekly, and hopefully we're going to start putting up a few more that can help you. So, all right. Thank you so much. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.